Hello student. Now today we are going to see energy dissipator. Energy dissipator. So what is mean the energy dissipator and why we are use this energy dissipator? We are going to see. When we are studying about the hydraulic jump, so in case of hydraulic jump, the supercritical flow is converted into the subcritical flow. So the water flowing occurs, the spillway acquires a lot of kinetic energy by the time it reaches near the toe of spillway. It means that we can say that when water is flowing over the spillway and the water is acquiring a lot of kinetic energy by the time it reaches near the toe of spillway, when it will reaches the spillway. Why it will achieve huge kinetic energy or a lot of kinetic energy? By the conversion of potential energy into kinetic energy. So now we can define what is the energy dissipator. To dissipate this huge kinetic energy, which is converted of potential energy into kinetic energy, we seen above. So to dissipate this huge kinetic energy of water and reduce large scale of scoring, the structural arrangement is made. By that, when achieving a lot of kinetic energy and reduce large scale of scoring, the structural arrangement is made, and this structural arrangement is called our energy dissipator. Now the type of energy dissipator, generally we have seen there's two types, the Stirling basins and the bucket basin. Now come to the Stirling basin. What is the meaning of Stirling basin energy dissipator? So a depression in a channel or reservoir deep enough to reduce the velocity of the flow. If we are making a depression in a channel or reservoir, if you are going to construct a channel or reservoir, then we are ensuring depression to deep enough. By that we can reduce the kinetic energy. And this is a type of hydraulic jump of Stirling basin. So this is horizontal apron type and another is the sloping apron type. In case of horizontal apron type, we can see that this is the apron, this is the end seal, and this is the hydraulic jump occurs here. So there is the variation of the depth of flow, we can see very easily. And in this situation, the potential energy is converted into the kinetic energy. And the other type is our, that is sloping apron type. So this is the figure of sloping apron type, in which we can see that the bed is at the some angle here. So we can see in this also depth of flow is varied. So the chances of hydraulic jump occur here. Now the second one is the bucket type energy dissipator. Bucket type energy dissipator is generally three types. The first one is the solid roller bucket. The next one is the slotted roller bucket, and the last one is the ski jump or track-free bucket. So these are the type of our bucket energy dissipator. And we have already mentioned that the hydraulic jump is the jump of water that takes place when a supercritical flow changes into subcritical flow. In general, the kinetic energy of these supercritical flow can be dissipated into two ways. The meaning is that how energy we can dissipate. So there is giving a two method by which we can dissipate the energy. The first one is by converting the supercritical flow into subcritical flow by the hydraulic jump. It means that if there is a possibility of hydraulic jump, then we can convert the energy. And the second one is the by directing the flow of water into air. Another method to the dissipated by directing the flow of water into air then making it fall away from to of the structure, that is the dam. It means here it will says like that we are direct the flow of water into air. It means water is not going to touch the wall, or it is not going to touch the structure or dam. Then it fall away from the top of the structure, so we can dissipate the energy. Thank you. It is all about of the energy dissipator.